All right, I'll be honest. I didn't look too hard on YouTube. The lighting on this sucks. I've got a Belanger catback exhaust that I'm going to be putting on my Dodge Viper 98 RT10. I've already started on this side, but I did run into a couple things that I'm going to show on this side, just in case anybody else has these issues in the future. So hood's got to be up. Hood's got to be up, because there's two tiny 8mm bolts that need to be taken out, and I'm going to show you where they're at. They're right here on the seals. So these two tiny 8mm, it's been a long day, man. Two 8mm bolts need to be taken off. Then you're going to have, I think, 5 8mm bolts under here as well. And then right here, you're gonna have these little tiny caps that you're gonna need to pop off, and you've got an 8mm here, 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 and here, okay? So, I'm gonna finish up on this side, and we'll get going on this. Obviously, you saw that the tire was off. It's just gonna give you more access to the O2 sensor and dismantling everything else up to this point. So let's go. All right, I'm shooting this after the fact, but a lot of the stuff that I ended up using, besides I'd originally bought some nut snippers because some of the hardware was giving me a task. But PB Blaster is going to be your friend on this on that weathered hardware. Some WD-40. Can't go wrong with that combo. For the seals on the 3-bolt flange, again, I think I mentioned it in one of the clips, but this ultra copper, the high heat, the high temp in between the 3-bolt flange and I think to the reducer flange is what they recommend. So pick up a tube of that, open-ended sockets. I was going between, if you don't have open-ended sockets, invest in a pair. I mean, you can go down to the Harbor Freight and get a cheap set, but I was going back and forth from 15mm, 9/16, and I think there was for the side seals, they're 8mm. Not so much a wrench. Wrench wouldn't do you a whole lot of good. Get you a socket for the side seals, for all the hardware and to remove the side seals. Yeah, those are going to be 8mm on the side seals, by the way. Most of the hardware underneath is going to be 9/16, I believe, is what the 9/16 was. A 22mm wrench for the O2 sensors. Be careful. I almost started to strip mine. Those things were on there pretty decent. A hammer, I had a mallet, but I don't have it out here. But the mallet for knocking loose some of the piping after you've got the clamps removed. Some of those pipes have been on the car for so long that it's going to take a little bit of gusto to get them off, and then the flat-headed screwdrivers to pop these. And be careful with these too, because I'm sure, like everything else, once you pop one of these or break one of these, like the headlights, what are the headlights, 10 grand now? Probably one of these clips is like $100. So be careful when you're popping those off. You don't want to crack it. Other than that, yeah, actually I'll put this before all the other content. But yeah, this is just some of the stuff that you're gonna want to need. And when you pop those off, actually, I'd ended up get you a set of pliers. Because once you pop these off, there's going to be the 8mm inside, and once you unloosen it, you'll have to reach down and grab it out of there. And then on the reinstall, it's almost like grabbing the head of it and dropping it in and setting it in there and then tightening it, so you don't have to sit there and fish around, because it's probably 2 inches, 1.5 inches, 2 inches deep inside of there. So you'll sit there and continue to drop it in. So just a fun little fact after the fact. All right, so I said 5 bolts underside. There's 4. So you got the boom, 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 boom. I don't want anybody writing and being like, "Here, you miscounted. There's only There's only 4. There's 4. Okay, there wasn't 5. I'm sorry. So this is gonna be your friend. All right. If you don't have a can of PB Blaster, why don't you go ahead and go buy you one? This is gonna save you a lot of headache. Be careful around the O2 sensors. Mine were torqued by Bruce Banner himself. Be careful. I nearly stripped it as I was trying to untighten it. It was torqued down like a bugger. But I think the hardest part really is, besides the hardware, is getting the connectors unloosened, just because they've been just so heat seized over all these years. So progress. Everything's disconnected. Time to bring it out and put the new in. So the Belanger recommended doing the rear piece first. So what I found was super helpful is, because this was such a tight fit right here, getting the, let me get a better angle of that. It was such a tight fit getting it angled up through here that I found it easier, let's get the focus, to have the rubber mounts a little bit loosened, hanging down just a little bit to help with the angle. And then once I got the outlet through, I went ahead and retightened those just a little bit. That gave me a little bit more play as far as trying to sit there and make sure that the Earth's axis was at the right angle so I could get that down. So slide those in first, all the way up, and then for the rear part of it, that would slide in after. So do these first, slide it all the way up, and then that. Give it that first go, huh?